This show is brought to you by United Healthcare because we believe in the power of volunteering.
Thanks so much for watching Project Volunteer. I'm your host, Randy Lanham, along with my co-host,
Teresa Rowe.
Get out of the way. Teresa, I'm excited.
We have fun.
We do have fun. I'm excited to be here today. This episode is a little bit different. What we're doing is we want to inspire churches and church groups to go out and get involved in their community. So
That's
we
right.
have Bridgepoint Church here today. They've already gotten your hands dirty and done some work.
I won't do that to you. I have. I've been preparing for this show.
Okay.
I'm excited about it. I love planting flowers. I need to learn how to power wash though. I don't know how to power
I
wash.
tell you what, what's cool about this show is we always learn new skills, right?
Absolutely. Yes, you've taught me some new skills that I didn't necessarily want to learn. Don't even. Okay,
I'm surprised
I still can't.
you still have all your fingers from the drilling.
I
It's
know.
going to be a blast today,
Yes,
right?
it will be.
Are you ready to get started?
I'm ready.
Thanks for watching.
Have you ever wondered what nonprofit organizations do or about all their different volunteering opportunities?
Or what about hearing testimonies from the recipients of their care?
Join us on our journey as we walk in the shoes of a volunteer for a day and find out about some amazing organizations that are literally changing the world.
And along the way, meet some true surprising heroes making a difference in the lives of others as we feature another Project Volunteer.
You've got a lot of people out here today working on some different projects, landscaping and power washing and all sorts of things. So they're from the church that you attend, right?
Yes,
Right.
yes.
And I understand that, Baron, you had an accident. Why don't you tell us about it and how you got injured?
Yes, ma'am. In October the 22nd of 2018, I was on a roof trying to fix a chimney for a log burner, and the roof slipped, asphalt roof, and the roof slipped, and my feet went out from underneath me. I was standing up, and I hit the ground, and when I hit the ground, I got up, tried to get up on all fours, and I couldn't quite make it. I'd broken, unbeknown to me, I knew I'd broken something. The pelvis was broken pieces, and I broke all the ribs on my right side. Some of them broke off at the spine, and some of them just broke in pieces. But it punctured my right lung. And finally, I just couldn't breathe, and finally I gasped real big and got a breath. And my cell phone was around front on the porch, and I tried to walk on my knees and hands and couldn't do it. It just the pain was so enormous, and the bones were cracking and crunching, and so I went back on the ground, and I had to push myself with my toes to move. And so I finally got around there to the porch, and I got on my phone and called a friend of mine who knew exactly where I was at, and he called 911. I was 2,000 feet off of an old country road, and the EMTs from Fordsville came back there, and they loaded me up on the bed, and they drove me out to a field where a helicopter picked me up, and they flew me to Louisville to the ICU, and I was in the emergency room, and that's the first time I woke up, and my wife and daughter were there, and I called my daughter over to my side, and I said, "You're gonna have to take care of your mother." I said, "I'm not gonna make it." And so after that, it was nightmare for me. I just went out, and my wife was with me every day. She prayed at night, and our church, our home church, prayed for us and supported us financially. My wife was unable to go back to work because she needed to be there to make the decisions, and there were a lot that she had on her to decisions and things.
But the worst thing was he ripped his aorta,
Oh, goodness.
and it was hanging by just a little piece. The doctor told us that night when he was in the emergency room that if he had bumped just a little bit more, that he would have bled out, because they had to take him to emergency surgery that night.
Well, it
That
seems
was-
like someone had some great plans for you
Oh,
to
yes.
stick around here.
I believe God had placed Dr. Harber at University of Louisville Hospital. He was over the ICU team, and I believe God put him there for a purpose, and as well as we went on down the road to my recovery, I was at Cardinal Hill in Lexington for 10 days on rehab, and then we went home. 6 weeks at rehab here at home, and then I was 6 weeks in Hartford at their rehab place there. I finally got to where I could move and walk and move a lot slower, but I move. So we praise the Lord for that. And all the people, man, the folks at church have prayed for us and supported us financially, and the people just all around the community here in Owensboro, they really helped us out and got us back on our feet, and we just thank the Lord for that. It's been a journey, but it's been one that the Lord has taught me a lot of things through, and I still move slow, but I just thank Him for the opportunity to be able to see my wife every day and love on her, and see my grandchildren and love on them, and get to go to church and worship the Lord again, and I just thank the Lord for it.
Well, you've got a great purpose in life, both of you do. Thank you so much for sharing your story. It will inspire others, I know it will. You're a walking testimony for prayer.
Yeah.
The power of prayer and what God can do in the life of someone. And there's so many beautiful people out here today from your church
Yes.
that are helping
Yes.
out and volunteering, and you've got a long life ahead of you, both of you do.
ma'am.
Right.
And I praise God for both of you.
Thank
you.
you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Praise the Lord for y'all. Thank you so much.
Melissa, here we are, getting ready to power wash, which I've
Yes.
never done before. So you're going to teach me how to do this today, right?
Okay, I'll do my best.
Okay, is it hard? Is it easy? Can I handle it?
Yeah, it's pretty easy. It's fun.
Tell me your story and also what brought you here.
What brought me here is when we were approached with the opportunity to be able to help someone in our church family. It just touched my heart. My story is that I was delivered from a methamphetamine addiction for 17 years, and I've been clean for 16 months. So just seeing what God has done in my life and gotten me through and gotten me to where He has, it just seems right to be able to give back to my church family and people I love and just show God's love shining.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's awesome. So I guess we should get started.
Okay.
And is there any certain place to start on the deck?
It's probably best to start in like the back corner and work your way, that just to help you from not getting so wet. Just when you're spraying, pressure washing the deck, about that far from it, keep the hose.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. And what about the hose? Is there anything I need to know about that?
So there's a trigger here, and you have to pull this and keep your thumb right there on the red button
Okay.
to keep the water going.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll watch you first before I try it, okay?
Okay, great.
Okay. So we're going to get Randy to rev it up here. Doesn't look so bad.
No, it's not bad.
try it.
Okay.
So you've got to hold in this.
Pull the trigger and hold in the red button.
Oh!
There we go.
That,
Yeah, it is. And
Okay.
you do like a sweeping motion. You can actually bring it down and get a little
all
bit
right.
closer. Like,
This is my first time ever, Melissa. I'm sorry. I'll try not to get as wet. It's kind of fun.
it is fun.
You just bring it across just like
Yeah,
that?
just a sweeping motion down each piece of wood.
Okay. Pretty neat. All right. I'll let you take it back. It is kind of powerful, isn't it?
It is.
Did I get it stuck? I did. Yes. Well, thank you so much
Thank
for teaching
you.
me how to do
You're
this.
welcome.
An awesome story.
Thank you.
You keep doing what God's got you doing, okay?
I will. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So Dan, thank you so much for meeting us out here. I know, we got a lot of work to do today, and we're fixing to do some gutter cleaning. Now, I haven't done any gutter cleaning in a while, so I'm going to rely on you to teach me. Are you cool with that?
I'm very cool with that.
Good.
All right.
So why in the world did you come out here on a Saturday? You could have been sleeping in. You could have been doing a million other things on a Saturday. Why are you here on a Saturday working?
Well, I guess a couple weeks ago, Pastor Tom and I, we were on our way to go golfing, and he had mentioned that they had a community project for one of our church members that needed some work done on the house. I'm always telling my kid that, we always look for opportunities to, kind of help other people that are less fortunate and whatnot. So I thought this would be a good opportunity to do that. So.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate your servant's heart. Thanks for coming out
problem.
here, and thanks for training me. So how about we climb up this ladder and get our hands dirty?
And let's do this.
All right, let's do it. If I start crying like a little girl, you just, tell me it's okay or get out of your way and shut up, okay? All right, so what do we have? We got a dirty...
So basically, in the fall, leaves fall on the roof and they collect in the drain if you don't have a gutter guard, and they just kind of sit there.
Yeah.
And then you get nice little trees like this growing.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of creates its own habitat. So, basically we take a scooper, make sure you have a 5-gallon bucket on the roof, or if you have somebody down below you that you don't like, you could always throw it on them.
Yeah, that's true.
But-
I don't have a scooper. I'm gonna have to borrow your scooper.
Well, the key to any job is make sure you come prepared. So
And I'm not prepared.
you're not prepared today, but we'll let it pass. So,
Oh, well, thank you.
but
See, I'm in training. I got an excuse, right?
that's right. But you basically just start down. It's always good to kind of go down to the end where the drain pipe is.
Oh, okay. So
Try
the
to clear.
water's kind of going down that way?
Yep.
Okay, gotcha.
Hit your gutter slope.
Gotcha. There's some stuff up under here I'm going to move out. All right. So, mind if I use your scooper?
Sure, go ahead.
All right, let me see if I can do some here. All right. Woo, kind of smells.
That is why we wear gloves.
Yes. All right.
So we pretty much got all the soil out of this section. We just need to move down now.
All right, move to the next section. I'm gonna get one more scoop down here. There's a little bit hiding in the corner here. Let me get this out of here. And yeah, I'll be back later to help you finish up.
Okay, I appreciate that.
You got it?
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for coming out here and serving on a Saturday. I know it's fun as a church member. We come out here together as a church family and be able to help another church family member, don't you think?
Absolutely.
All right, so thanks again, and I'm gonna get out of your way and move on to some other projects,
All right.
okay? I know we got a lot to do today. You gonna leave this bucket up here?
Yes, sir.
All right, set this right here. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, Randy.
Well, first of all, tell us what you do at Bridgepoint Church.
So I'm in charge of missions and outreach for the church, and really my job, and as is the job of any pastor, is to just facilitate our people to be able to serve and do the work of the ministry. We do work, yes, we work as pastors, but we do everything we can to prepare the field so that when our volunteers show up who have worked a hard day and who have, worked all week and come in, we do the best we can to get it ready for them to work for the kingdom and have a good experience. And so we feel like we're just really paving the way.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Sean, what are we doing here today?
All right, so today we're doing some of my favorite things, and that's messing with plants. So one of the things when we talked to Martha about what they wanted to do here, yeah, you want to clean the gutters and all that, but I wanted her to have something pretty at the end. When we walk away, she's not going to be like, oh, those gutters are so clean. She's going to go, oh my goodness, my flowers are so pretty. So yesterday we went to the nursery and just bought things. She picked out what she wanted, and we laid them out this morning so that we can plant them together. So we're going to be getting our hands dirty, picking weeds before we plant them. We're going to fertilize and plant them, and then put some mulch down and make them really pop.
Sounds
All
fun.
right, sounds good.
All right.
I know you've already been weeding some, so you already got a lot of it done.
Well, I know that all of us have experience in weeding. It's really not that complicated. We're just going to get in there.
Just
pull
pick
as
'em,
much. You
pull
don't
'em
have to
up.
get crazy detailed because we are going to mulch, but as
Right.
much as we can get from the root, that helps her not have to, kind of constantly pick weeds. So let's
All
just
right.
get at it, and then
All
we'll
right.
dig some holes later.
Okay.
I'll go back
Picking
here.
weeds.
Looks like she keeps up with this pretty well.
Yeah, she's doing a
can
good
tell she
job.
does a good
Yeah,
job.
it's
We
not
don't
even
have-
a whole lot of stuff
There's not much for us
that
to
we
do,
even have to
really.
do.
I've got fancy gloves on, Randy.
Hey, I like my gloves. I borrowed them from somebody, but I like them. Hey, they got little rubber grips on them. It's not bad at all.
We're
let's plant
ready,
Let's
aren't
plant
we?
some flowers. Yeah, I think we're ready.
Is there any certain way to do
So
this?
this is how she laid it out, really. We'll just pull it to the side, dig the hole there. Once we get all the holes dug, we'll lay some fertilizer, just a tiny little bit of fertilizer, and kind of amend the soil a little bit, and then
Okay.
plant them and cover it up with dirt.
All right.
Okay.
So,
Just spread this around. All right. And there's a nice little worm. I think worms are probably good for the soil.
oh yeah, good for fish.
Don't!
What?
Randy, don't even.
It's a little fishing worm. That's awesome. So I'm going to put these two down in here. They already have the fertilizer. Well, Sean, thank you for letting us be a part of this. Thank
Hey.
you for leading our the flock from Bridgepoint out
Absolutely.
here to serve today.
Well, I'm just glad to see you. We always talk about getting our hands dirty. Today, you were literally getting your hands
Yeah.
dirty. I
And my
love it.
back.
And yeah.
That was just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful day for us to be out here working on some projects, and I understand your
Yes.
church is out here today and a lot of volunteers from the church.
That's right. I don't want to necessarily highlight our church per se, but we do have a tremendous amount of volunteers, people with hearts, giving hearts from Bridgepoint Church, and I happen to be out here with my loving wife today, supporting. And I want to just say this about the church in general, in terms of serving, is the call is simply this, is that we would lay down our own life, that we would, when we come to Christ, that we give up our life, that we become willing to serve others regardless of what the need is. And for us, for a number of years, we had people asking us to help do different things, and a lot of those things we just kind of put off, or we wouldn't travel and do to go help. And in 2014, before I entered full-time ministry, we ended up, Diane and I and our daughter Kayla ended up going on a missions trip with Bridgepoint to Managua, Nicaragua. And it was during that time I just saw that, hey, this is what we're called to do. a big part of being a Christian, being a follower of Christ, and what that looks like. And it made me realize that, hey, you don't have to travel to a foreign country. There's all kinds of things and opportunities around you within your local community. And this today just happens to be one of those instances where we have a family where a pastor has served many years other churches and has retired, and is just simply in a position where he's unable to do some things around his home, and we have the opportunity to serve him.
All right, so Diane, you're out here with your husband, so we're going to be mulching today.
Mulching, yes.
You're going to show me how to mulch?
All right, let's do this.
Okay. Okay, so I'll spread it while you got, well, I'll wait for Tom to get out of the way there.
Yeah, there we go.
So you just throw it just like that? Okay.
A few of them down.
Okay. Here, I'll
Let
get over
Teresa spread a
here.
little bit.
All right.
I think it's real easy sometimes to look at opportunities to serve as obligations instead of opportunities to bring yourself joy and receive the blessing back.
Oh, you're so right. I mean, that's true. I mean, just when Tom was speaking about, gosh, it's a Saturday and giving up a Saturday, I mean, I think it's the mindset.
It is a mindset.
When you have the mindset on helping other people, that really doesn't enter in. You know, you don't think about that. How would you encourage other churches to step up and in their local communities?
That's
I
a
mean,
great
mission
question.
is great, but I mean, you know, we have missions in our local community, people that also need help. So how would you encourage
So
other churches?
two ways. I would think immediately in your circle of influence, in your network, opportunities exist. You just need to be mindful to ask people about them. And what I mean by that is, like, you know, for me, like, I know that Randy's connected to multiple organizations, but we also, through Sean serves as our outreach coordinator for the church. So she's in and out of all these organizations like Oasis or St. Benedict's, Friends of Sinners. And there's all kinds of opportunities to do things for them. But also within the church, just like, you know, at Bridgepoint, we have a relationship with Pastor Barron, and we became aware of, hey, look, he needs a couple things done, so let's go do it. Those exist everywhere.
You're right.
We just have to ask if we're not aware of them to see who may be willing to allow us opportunity to come into their life and do something for them.
Well, I want to thank you both for showing me how to mulch, for talking with me, and for encouraging those to do what you're doing right here, just giving people just a handout, hand up.
Hand up, for sure.
Not a handout, hand up. Yes.
So Scott, thank you so much, man. I think you're power washing the house. So I can't wait to do a little power washing. Tricia got to do some earlier today, so it's my turn to do some power washing, right?
Absolutely.
So it's kind of cool, you know, you're part of Bridgepoint Church like myself, and you know, that we doing this project together out here today. It is a Saturday, you know. I mean, some people would be like, man, a Saturday off in May? I don't know if I want to go out there and serve other people. I'd rather just sleep in and do my own thing. So why is it important? Why are you out here today?
Well, you know, first and foremost, that's what Christ calls us to do, you know, and I don't do enough of it for sure. But any time that I get an opportunity, and especially serving with Bridgepoint, and you know, they've done so much for me and through my walk, and so I just love being out here, and it just feels good to serve others. That's for sure.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we're fixing to do some power washing. I understand you're an expert power washer. I'm just messing with you. You was telling me a while ago, I was like, man, I'm just doing what I was told. And that's cool.
That's
I'm
right.
going to do what you tell me.
That's right.
But
That's right.
since I am an amateur, I'm going to let you get started. I'll go start up the power washer here. And I'll let you show me a little bit on what to do, and then maybe I'll take over and try it. Okay?
Okay, that sounds good.
All right,
Yep,
let me see if I can start this thing. Yeah.
So all I'm doing, Randy, is just trying to, get all the dirt. It's been sprayed with mean green and trying to get it's already been sprayed a couple of times, but they're just trying to get the grime off there and the close. So I'm trying to get real close to it now and just kind of taking my time and getting close and trying to knock off some of that, grime that's still on there. So
Yeah.
You want to give it a shot?
Yeah.
All right. You just got to push that red button. And
Okay.
it's a safety. And
Okay, gotcha.
yeah, let me back up here.
All right. Maybe start at the top. So pretty much I'm an expert now?
You're an expert now.
Oh,
All right,
awesome.
Let me rephrase that. You're as smart as I am about power washing.
So you're not going to pass this off to me now.
No.
It's a big house.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got a lot of work to do.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Well, that ain't too bad.
No.
It's well worth spending a Saturday, spending some time again to come out with the church family, our buddies, and do some jobs like this.
Absolutely.
So I appreciate it.
All right.
So
Thank
I
you.
didn't catch everything, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give it back to you.
All right.
Because I might be able to learn some more tips. And
That's right.
while you're doing that, I probably got somewhere to be or something to do. Some coffee to drink somewhere.
Absolutely.
You get started and I'll check in
All
with
right,
you
all right.
later,
I
okay?
appreciate it.
Thanks.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching Project Volunteer. Teresa, we had another good show, another good time out here today.
Seems like it wore you out though.
It did. I got me some lemonade though. Take me a sip.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun. I loved learning how to power wash because honestly, I've not done that before.
Yes, we got to do some flower planting, some weeding, some
You got to get
mulching.
in the gutter.
The gutter work.
I'm
Man,
glad you
that
got
was
to
a little,
do that, not me.
That was a little stinky, but that's okay. We got her done. I tell you what, we want to encourage you, if you're in a church, you got a church group or a nonprofit organization, to go out and volunteer today and make a difference in your community.
That's
right, Teresa?
right. Yes.
Cheers to that.
Okay.
Some good old lemonade here that you almost spilt on me. Thank you.
Sorry.
Thanks everybody for watching.
Bye.
That's good lemonade.
It is. There's some big roots right. That's it. That is it.
Sorry.
You're not sorry at all. You
Did
better.
I accidentally get some on you?
You threw it on my back. All right, I'll get you back.
This show is brought to you by United Healthcare because we believe in the power of volunteering.